Hey y'all, you may notice I'm in a different place today. That's because I'm all alone in my house in my kitchen, which is unusual. But anyway, I decided for Christmas to make either jam or marmalade. So I decided to practice my marmalade making. So yeah. So here it is. What you do is the night before you chop up 2 big oranges and a lemon. I used half a lemon, and you put it in a pot, you let it simmer, and then you take it off the stove and you let it set overnight in water. So here's my overnight marmalade. Now we have to add the sugar and cook it some more. I think it's like 40 minutes of cook time more left on it. So yeah. So the recipe says to turn it on medium low heat, and let some of the water evaporate. So I'm just going to, that should be good. Bubble, bubble, boiling trouble. Ha ha ha. Yeah, it's boiling now. Oh no, guys. This kind of smells a little funky. Uh, it smells kind of funky, and the oranges that I got, it's not citrus season for one thing, which was my first mistake. I should have done like apple jam or something more in season. But the oranges themselves were like almost all white. The pith part of it, I think it's called. And we had to sit there and carve out the. You're supposed to put the orange in whole, but I knew if I put it in whole, it'd be extremely bitter because it was nothing but whites, basically. Um, so me and my mom sat there and carved out the oranges from the whites, and then took the citrus off from the whites, and I put a little bit of the whites in there, but I put all the peeling and the juice and the inside of the oranges in there. But it's kind of smelling sour, and not sour as in sour tasting, but sour as in maybe the oranges went bad. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Oh, sugar, do 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 do. Oh, honey. There's no honey in this recipe, just a god awful amount of sugar. Time for the test. It's still a little watery. I'm gonna give it a little bit more. Test number 2. Yep, it's ready. It's ready. I just gotta let it cool so I don't burn my tongue when I taste it. So that was the marmalade cooking. It went pretty well for my first time, and I tasted it. Tastes pretty good. Burnt my mouth, but it tastes pretty good because I thought it had cooled down, but obviously it's mostly sugar, so sugar stays molten for a long time, and I did not factor that into my tasting. I also did not record it because people are home and I didn't want to record in my kitchen. I am a little concerned. It's a little bitter, which is fine. It's supposed to be. Marmalade's a little bitter because you use the whites of the oranges and lemons. And lemons and oranges are a little bitter anyway. It cuts the sweetness a little bit. But I'm a little concerned about how bitter it's going to be once it sits in the fridge for a couple of days. So we'll see if it even lasts that long. I kind of want to make scones or biscuits for it. Probably biscuits, drop biscuits, because I don't have any butter. And drop biscuits don't necessarily require butter. So I may make some of them for the marmalade. We'll see. I don't really have any. I guess I could make toast and try the marmalade on it. But yeah, I think for Christmas, which is why I did the marmalade, I'm thinking about doing it for Christmas. I think for Christmas I'll do apple butter instead because it's just easier to make apple butter in big batches. Um, and it's something I'm more familiar with than jams and um, marmalades. Plus, it just tastes good. Apple butter's so good. My Nana used to make it all the time, and she would make apple butter spice cake. So good. Not a looker, but it tastes divine. I'm not going to be making the spice cake now. So, today's kind of a chill day. I got several play dates with people online, so I don't know how much actual work I'll get done. But last night, I finished chapter 1 of my book. Woo! Yeah. I always do it off camera. I always mean to record myself typing a little bit, but I always forget because I'm talking to people lots of times or I'm hanging out with people in silence. So yeah, we'll see if I record any of it if I write some tonight. I probably won't tonight because I've got to prepare for my D&D game tomorrow, and I'm supposed to hang out with my cousin tomorrow. So we'll see what I get done. Hey guys, so it's the day after I made the marmalade. I didn't record any because well, I wasn't feeling well as per usual. I don't know, lately my health seems to be bad, but yeah, today I'm gonna wash the dishes and make scones. I'm not gonna record myself washing dishes because that's boring as shit. But yeah, I'm in the kitchen again today. Um, yeah. See you guys then. So I got all the ingredients laid out. The oven's preheating. Got everything but the butter out because butter needs to be very cold because it's somewhat like making biscuits. I mean, it's pretty much making biscuits with heavy cream and sugar. So yeah, and I've made biscuits before, so this shouldn't be too hard. So I didn't get much of the process because it's my first time making scones, so I was a little bit nervous, but they're actually pretty easy to make. They're very, very similar to biscuits, Southern style biscuits, where you just take butter and kind of uh, blend it in with the dry ingredients to make like a pea, like a pea size crumble. Then you add the wet ingredients, stuff like that. So it's very similar to biscuits. And then you brush it with heavy cream. And we don't have a brush, so I had to use my fingers. But don't worry, they're clean. I washed them before I did it. But yeah, I don't know. I did the dishes. I don't have much to do today. Um, so yeah, like this weekend I'm not got much to do. Today is D&D day though, and I'm fully prepared for it. I think you never be fully prepared for what players push on you. But they're so funny. I love my players. Let's check on our scones. Yeah, those are still very blonde. Yeah, they need a lot longer, yeah. So yeah, as I showed, I got the scones in the oven. I gotta prepare for D&D tonight. I've got a few little things to clear up. And yeah, I don't know what else I'm gonna do. I stayed up till 5 a.m. last night playing Whisper of the House. It's so interesting. But yeah, it's fun because I get to organize stuff. Unpacking is like my favorite game, hands down. And Whisper of the House kind of scratches that itch a little bit. It's got a little mystery to it that you need to figure out. I don't know how I feel about that. I just like decorating. Scones are done. They smell good. Hopefully they taste good. Alright, they're fresh out of the oven. Well, not fresh out of the oven. They cool down a little bit because I don't want to burn my tongue. But I'm going to try one just without anything on it. No jam or anything. And let's see. I mean, they're good. I think I might have overbaked them a little bit, which is strange because the tops are barely brown, but the bottoms are pretty brown. I used parchment paper, so I'm not quite sure. Maybe next time, I think our oven gets a little hotter than normal oven, so I think next time I'll turn down the oven. Yeah. Still good though, got good with the marmalade. Well, D&D got canceled, so no D&D tonight. But that just means I'm extra prepared for next session, so that's nice, I guess. I don't really know what I'm going to do with myself. So the scones were a big hit. My mom, aunt, and grandmother really liked them. My aunt, when she came in the house, asked me if I was baking cornmeal or cornbread, and I was like, no, but it does smell an awful lot like cornbread baking. And there's no cornmeal in it, so I'm not quite sure why it smelled that way. But yeah, big hit. Good with marmalade. I think it would be better with strawberry jam though. I used to go to this tea parlor nearby, and well, nearby, 30 minutes away, and it had really good scones and cream and jam, and it was just so good. I hope to go back one day, but I don't think I'll be able to. Yeah, and also I'm thinking about doing a waking up at like 6 a.m. video for a week, just because I have severe ADHD and I need to get on a schedule. And I've been feeling so good the past couple of days because, well, good relatively, except for my stomach. But I've been feeling energetic because I've been getting up at a specific time every morning and it's doing me a lot of good. So I think I'll try and wake up earlier. I'm doing 6 a.m. instead of 5 a.m. because sometimes I don't get into bed till 5 a.m. So, hey guys, so that was a full 2 days of me baking, and it's like 8 o'clock now, and I'm going to hang out with my friends and having a boring night. So, I will see you guys in the next video.